Starting in the following 24 to 48 hours, the XRP price target of $149.29 will be reached within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Additionally, analysts have corroborated a similar price point, stating that XRP will reach up to $100,000 in price, but we're better off if it hits above $50 in XRP within the next week or so. And this follows widespread announcements by David Schwartz, the CEO and CBTO of Ripple, that more than 100 banks are now using Ripple and XRP for cross-party payments. Additionally, on Fox News or Fox Business, the CEO of Bank of America formally announced that they now use XRP for all internal transactions. In the next 1 to 2 weeks, and possibly as early as the next 24 to 48 hours, the three significant pieces of news and information that we received have caused XRP to reach a true price of $149.29. The real estate startup RealFi has formally announced a $654.39 trillion worldwide real estate market tokenization on the XRP ledger, which is the reason why XRP's price has risen to over 2,742.24. Only a few hours ago, they made this public announcement, aiming to integrate the nearly $654.39 trillion global real estate market into the blockchain ecosystem. RealPi positions itself at the forefront of tokenized real estate on the XRP ledger while announcing that they are unlocking the future of real estate payments on the XRP ledger. In order to provide a universal, quick, and effective payment solution for the global real estate and rental industry, they also discussed their actual token, which will be created and introduced on the XRP ledger due to its leverage, XRP speed, scalability, and inexpensive infrastructure. They did add, however, that the actual token has not yet been released. Because this is such bullish news, I strongly advise you all to follow the RealFi team on Twitter and X. It goes without saying that an XRPL-built token, similar to the Real token, will launch when you discuss tokenizing essentially the whole global real estate market on the XRP ledger. For anyone who can profit from ERLIS, this is huge. They will now follow the drop. Additionally, I would like to continue discussing the $2,742 per 24 cents per XRP. Even though XRP is now trading at 2,030 USD, there is clearly thousands of dollars in potential here. In order to provide everyone who watches this video actually free money, up to $100 worth of free money, to purchase even more XRP, we teamed with UPHOLD. During this extremely brief period, you must subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment in the XRP comment section, and then, of course, share this video. In order to complete a transaction, you must additionally register on Apple using the URL I provided in the description. They take less than 5 minutes and are quite simple. Therefore, I strongly advise you all to do it. However, let's return to the main point of this video before confirming 50,000 XRP in the upcoming 5 or 7 days. Let's start rolling the clip now. The additional highlights in this instance are far greater than the $50 highlights. Over $100,000 for XRP. The price of XRP must increase dramatically when there is a limited supply of tokens to use for on-demand liquidity and a greater volume of transactions to use those tokens with. For more, follow this account and leave a comment with your thoughts. XRP to $100,000? Right here, yes, you are correct. The use of XRP ledger technologies in institutions is expanding. I believe that the legacy of the XRP ledger, which was developed with enterprise and financial applications in mind, plays a role. The original purpose of the XRP ledger was to facilitate cross-border payments. You know, back in those very early days, we were examining how Bitcoin would be used by businesses. At the time, Bitcoin was the sole cryptocurrency. How might Bitcoin be adopted by businesses, we believe? In addition to these various technologies, there would need to be bridges and linkages. Regarding current trends and developments, I'm particularly enthusiastic about real-world asset tokenization at the moment since it's a genuine issue and major financial institutions like JP Morgan and Bank of America are actively working to tokenize traditional assets. Therefore, I believe that's something to keep an eye on, and I believe that's the case with the XRP ledger. You guys already have the previous clips, but they go back to emphasize a crucial point that I'm going to make now. The President of the United States of America believes that you should buy stocks and cryptocurrency right away. Everything will explode, and this nation will resemble a rocket ship. That's what we're discussing. Since real-wide utility crypto is likely to generate a lot of revenue, that is what we are currently examining. XRP is at the forefront of this. It is either the sole American cryptocurrency or one of the few that will be included in the crypto reserve. XRP will lead the $68 billion buyback of actual American cryptocurrencies that will take place in that federal crypto reserve. Therefore, it will be kept secret for the sake of the United States of America. In addition, we examine XRP. The only cryptocurrency with practical use as a payment token is XRP. The genuine token is undoubtedly another enormous one, but we won't discuss it in this video since it hasn't been issued yet. And for that reason, I always encourage people to follow me, because this is going to be another leading DeFi project that is built on the XRP ledger and has a real-life utility foundation. Make sure you follow the Real FI or the Real FI team on X. Additionally, it will accompany XRP. However, when the President of the United States of America states this in public, you can be sure that there will be a significant transfer of wealth and that the people who are able to take advantage of the opportunity and get an early advantage will be the ones who end up with the majority of the money, which will go into their pockets rather than out of them. Wealth will be lost by those who do not capitalize, and at this moment, we are witnessing this happen directly before our eyes. And I'm going to show you guys this video right now because I think it's crucial to see that the President of the United States of America, which is currently the world's economic center, came out and literally said in public that you better go buy cryptocurrency stocks. To top it all off, the last time Donald Trump was on this, we saw a huge recovery of the cryptocurrency market. I believe Bitcoin was closer to 80,000 before he said this, but it recovered all the way to 100,000 after he said this. So obviously we do know something is going on the back end. In addition, we saw the tariff pause the last time he mentioned this. He said, "You better go and buy." And we heard that the market rose as a result. Thus, it is clear that some activity is taking place on the back end. This is your cue to actually jump in and start making money on the stock market and cryptocurrency, even though they aren't really stating it out loud. Now is the time to acquire stock. This country will rise straight up like a rocket ship, I promise you. These will be statistics no one has ever seen before. That's a crucial component of everything. You know, if you don't, if we do. Additionally, the Democrats are only resisting it because they want to. Trump derangement syndrome is what they have. They wouldn't quarrel if it were someone else, you know. A regular individual would be all right if they were seated behind you. They suffer from Trump derangement syndrome, though. Senator Schumer has converted to Palestinianism. Whether or not they will give him the ceremony, whatever it is unknown to me. What has happened to the Democrats is awful. Even though it has nothing to do with today, it is a crucial component of everything we do. And if it passes, we will continue to do business with the UK. We'll have a ton. It is. Now let's return to the video's primary focal point. And this is the main topic of this video. The three main price projections for XRP are playing out in front of our very eyes. The first is $149.29 with the anticipated IPO of Ripple. Ripple X Federal Reserve Partnership comes in second at $2,742.24. And last but not least, full-scale worldwide payment integration at $6,731.21.